Hey guys, this is the Engine Shed here. I know it's been a long time since I last uploaded a video. You're probably wondering what's this guy been doing? No. What I've actually been doing is I've now built the Engine Shed layout, and look, it's got its very own engine shed. Yeah, I mean, I haven't actually got a proper name. If you guys would like to comment and maybe leave some ideas, I haven't actually got a name for the layout itself yet. I know the challenge just called the Engine Shed, and hopefully I'll get a shot of the two Class 150 Sprinters I've got actually parked up in the Engine Shed. And what I'll do is I'll upload that as sort of the icon picture for the channel, um, which I think will look pretty good, sort of on my own layout. But yeah, so I mean the track work's now completed, and let us tell you, it's been a long, choreful task. Yeah, but you've just got to take your time with it, because I mean, if you rush it, you can come into problems. I mean, it's not just putting it down, and it's the wiring aspect of it, and I mean, I'm still not 100% finished with the wiring on this one. And I mean, it's by no means a big layout. It's probably sort of more small to medium. I think it's approximately 12 foot by 6. So it's small to medium. But I mean, you've just got to take your time with laying the track, because there's a lot of things that can go wrong. And once you've laid it and you've got power running to it, you need to like intensely test it. Because once you start doing the scenic stuff like the ballasting and the flocking and static grass and placing buildings and stuff like that, you'll run into problems. So that's what I've done, and I'm pleased to say that the track is now 100% laid. I've got no reason, I think, as of yet, to change any of it. I'm pretty happy with it, and I don't think I'll be adding any extra bits. But with this hobby, as sorry, I've muddled my words up. As you will well know, in this hobby, that you can change your mind here, there, and everywhere, sort of thing. But I'll show you what I was going to show you, and I'll stop droning on myself. And you can probably make out in the back there the startings of some static grass, and may be able to see through the building to the hill. But I just want to quickly show you the inside of the engine shed. And I've got bits to finish down here. I've got to put the polyfill on and paint it the concrete colour. But the engine shed, I mean, I've been weathering it, and it still needs tweaked a little bit, I think. But it's pretty good there. I've got like the access for the workers, so I can get in with the forklifts with the heavy parts for if they're replacing bogies or like drive motors and stuff like that. But the main thing is the scenic area that I've done, which is the first tunnel mouth with the really big bank on it. I don't know what you guys think. I think it looks pretty good. I mean, feel free to comment if you disagree with us, or if you think it is good. Or I mean, I'm pretty pleased with it. I've still got stuff to add to it. I want a few trees up here and a few bushes and stuff. I haven't added those yet. It's just literally the static grass. And on this side, obviously, it's sort of more cliffy area. So right, sort of here, you haven't got a lot of static grass. Then leading down over, I've put like the coarse turf stuff on to indicate like bracken and weeds and ivy and stuff growing up the side and that, like, and I've got the static grass. It's just leading into static grass again on the bottom. But the main reason this area has been built is the farm scene on top of it. If the camera's going to focus. There we go. Yeah, so I've got all the farm buildings down now. I mean, this area again, it's by no means finished. There's still a lot of detailing work and stuff needs doing to it. Like the weathering. I've got the ruts in. The farm vehicles would have gone. But I'm not entirely happy. It's sort of the base um, for the weathering. Sorry, it's like the base weathering on it. Um, but you've got to be careful and just take your time, especially because it's such a light colour I've used for the gravel on it. You don't want to go too overboard because then you can ruin the whole thing and then I'm having to tear it up and redo it, and which I don't want to do because it's taken us a fair few weeks to do this. Like this paddock here, it's unfinished. I'll have to repaint. It's just I scratch built this little fencing, but I think what I should have done, which I know for the next time now, is done the static grass, then added the fencing, because I don't know if you can make it out, but the static grass seems to have attached itself to the fence. So I'll have to scrape that off and repaint it, I think. Yeah. I've got a. These are, you've probably seen these before. These are the Metcalfe buildings. This is like the manor house, the farm workers cottage, little chicken coop, large chicken coop, the old-fashioned barn, little silo, and tractor shed, and the big modern barn. I mean, I've done the garden on like the manor house there. Still like I want some little flowers and stuff. Just just add extra detail. I've got a little farmer's wife there sweeping out her porch, contemplating life, I think. I've put the animals actually in the when I was constructing the buildings. I put animals inside. Like in here, I've got the farm dairy. Got a guy mucking them out at the back there, and the farmer with his hands in his pockets, thinking about things. And then in the bigger side, I've got the farmer with his dog and the pigs. On this one here, I'll just move the little vehicle out the way and see if I can get the right shot in for you guys. I've got the guy with the horse. I don't know how. Yeah, you can see it there. The little one in the actual stable there. I haven't got a tractor yet, fully enough for the farm. The farm with no tractor. It's ludicrous. I've got some little, I think Oxford die-cast. These are just like a little truck thing there, and that's like a baler, and that's obviously a cattle transporter. They need painted up because they just come in that colour, and I mean balers tend to be sort of green, and so that's just a lot of little detail and bits I need to do. I've got the fields in. With like the cattle field there, a couple of trees. I mean, these are actually scratch built trees. These I make them myself. I've twisted wire strand and then the coarse turf. Plenty of PVA. But yeah, I've got the cattle field in there. As you can see, I've roughed it up. Because I mean, you don't get fields where it's perfectly all flat and neat. You get tufts of other bits growing, and got a little farmer there just looking at them, contemplating what he's going to do, if he's going to sell up and make some money elsewhere. I've done the farmer's track. I need to hoover the excess little grassy bits and stuff I put on. I've actually just literally put on the grass and weeds and stuff. What you can see there, the glue drying. Just up the middle, I've got the ruts, the big ruts in as farm tracks tend to be. I've got the dry stone walling all the way around, and I've got another sort of smaller field here with the sheep in and little bitty goat mates there. I'll have to get a few more animals just to keep them company. I think he's a little bit lonely. I've got the gates. I've just similar how I built that one, just a slot in there. I'm not too keen on the grey. I think I might change the colour and just paint it a brown. But yeah. Oh yeah, so I built a little allotment scene there. I've got like the lawn and I don't know if you can make that out, but where his potatoes are there. It's all sort of rutted up like they are, I've my little rustic shed there built out with matchsticks. Like, you do tend to, if you look on an allotment site that by no means perfectly built sheds, or it's just built out of matchsticks with a bit. I think that's cord on top actually. I just glued a little bit of builder's sand on it just to give that sort of roughness to it. I nicked the little door there off, I believe it was a Metcalf kit. One of the Metcalf kits you get, like the painter backs like for gates and stuff like that. So I mean, yeah, I've got the stack of grass running all the way along, just just to create the wildness of land that's not maintained. But you guys tell me what you think. I mean, if it's not very good, I mean, I think it's all right. As I say, it's not finished yet, but there's a few bits here and there to do. But other than that, I mean, the base of it's down, and it's gonna have like the road running off at the back, just into the distance somewhere. I haven't got the back scene down yet. The back scene's, I believe, I was going to use a country scene that one of my family members has taken, sorry, with a camera, a nice like panoramic view of like a nice country scene. It's sort of like bushes and hills and like little buildings in the distance and stuff. I think that'll look good once it's up. It's one of those things, isn't it? You've got to try and test some of these things, like the hill on this side. It's going to be sort of, and the tunnel entrance is going to be mimicked. It's going to be mimicked. I cannot say it. I'm sorry. It's going to be mirrored, right? I'm going to stick with mirrored because I cannot say the other word. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm sorry. This is sort of very late at night. It's very early in the morning, I suppose. But it's going to be mirrored onto this side, and there's going to be another. Obviously, well, there's junk is, but there's going to be another long sweeping hill, similar to that one on this side, with another tunnel mouth, whoever, and like the embankment down. I think that'll look pretty good once it's all sort of finished there on the farm scene. I mean, I've started laying the ballast on the track. Funny enough, when I bought this, I didn't realise it was this colour. I thought it was grey. And I was worried because I'd bought quite a bit of it. So what I did is, because I live locally next to the North East Railway line, is I sort of took myself for a walk to go and look at some of the track areas and that which are open. And I was looking at the ballast, and actually, funnily enough, the ballast is this colour. I will do a video of that actually at some point, just to prove the point. But yeah, it is actually sort of that brown colour, which I think it just depends on personally where the track is, of what parts of the country it is, depending on what colour ballast they get it and where they get it from. Yeah, so. I mean, I've got the station platforms in. This is the other Class 150 Arriva trains. I mean, they're just fantastic detailed, these models, they really are. And the camera's struggling. It's picking it up as really blue when it's not. It's sort of more of a green blue. But yeah, I've got all the tracks in now. I've got the outer branch line, main running line, 2 inner lanes. An outer lane on this side, and 2 holding stables just here with the Class 150 in this area, where I don't know why, but everybody, I think, it's got to be the same in this hobby. You just accumulate lots and lots of junk. And bear in mind that I've actually went through this and sorted it out into boxes. It was 10 times worse, believers. But this is going to be the town scene. It's about 6 foot in length that way, 2 foot wide on this side, and it's about 3 foot wide on this side. These entrances are going to be girder bridge rather than the tunnel mouths, just because it's under a town rather than, you know, sort of in the countryside. That's going to run right the way along and along the back with like the low relief houses and, you know, maybe factories or warehouses and stuff like that, all the way down and to the pharmacy, and then the road will just carry off on the end. With sort of, this is going to be boarded in with brick paper, or, you know, like the retaining walls you get. So, you know, I mean, you can see the track going all the way under. Like this track here is like you know, the curve I've put on it is a really long sweeping curve. It's probably not the biggest and not the longest, but it's, you know, it's a nice sort of viewing point, and, you know, I'm filming trains when I get them for you guys, you know. I think you've probably listened to us a bit too much now, and, you know, you're probably starting to bore you a bit. So what I'll do is, I've actually got this Class 150 here ready to go. Just change the direction on it, and I'll send it around the track, and hopefully get a nice angle on it out of the tunnel for you guys. Change the point over. Because when I was first filming in this, when I was first video recording it, I didn't change the point over and I had a derailment, so I had to sort of start again on that section. Yeah. We'll try that again now. I sort of got my finger right in the way of the camera there. Yeah, we'll get it. This is a nice long sweeping curve. Yeah, we'll get a nice one on this. Lovely and smooth, man. I keep missing the side view, guys, and I'm sorry about that. So what I'll do is I'll literally just get the side view. How's that, guys? Well, I hope you guys and girls have enjoyed this. It's as I say, it's been a long time since I last uploaded a video, and hopefully you like what I've done so far. And, you know, as progress continues, I'll be doing more and more videos. Bye for now.